Hello Team FD and welcome back to Personal Mastermind. Today we're here at Arsenal's training ground to take on another edition of football's most infamous, nefarious football quiz with another World Cup winner. Let's go see if he's got what it takes to finish top of the bunch. Today we're joined by Shkodran Mustafi, our second Arsenal player. Hector Bellerin posting a very decent score on Personal Mastermind before, so a double dose, double trouble from the Arsenal boys. Are you confident you can finish ahead of him, Musty?
Well, to be honest, I'm a bit worried because he's a fast guy.
Just quick in every sense.
Yeah, so I'm going to try my best.
Let's loosen up first, bit of a warm-up, some general questions.
Go ahead.
So Arsenal on a 21-game unbeaten streak at the moment. Has that form changed your objectives for the season? Are you now dreaming of Champions League football yet again? And this is in front of
No, but...
I love the slippers!
Looking very smart, Abba.
How can you be so stupid?
It's these, that moth to a flame to the pink tracksuit bottoms. So, after 21 games, unbeaten, has it changed?
No, you know, in the beginning of the season we said that we want to get as many points as we can, obviously. Think from game to game, don't think too far ahead. We've done that up to now, and I think there's no reason to change it. Obviously, we want to play in Champions League. That's something that was in our head before the season started, because Arsenal is a club that should play in Champions League, and we're trying our best to get this club back into the Champions League. So obviously that's
Does it
something
hurt
that
this season without it? Does it hurt you to see your oppositions
that
play?
that doesn't feel right. But I think
Midweek.
you have to accept it, because if you don't accept it, then you keep dropping. So we accepted that we didn't make it, and now it's time to go again and time to fix the thing. So that's what we're trying. We try and win every game to get back into the top four, play again in the Champions League, and then obviously if we can get more points, then we're happy to take them and see where we finish.
Yeah, fair enough. What's been the biggest turnaround though in this upturn of form? Is it confidence? Is it a tweak in tactics? A little bit of luck? How do you explain going 21 games unbeaten in all competitions?
Well, I think we created a little bit this mentality where we just don't accept to lose. We accepted now 2 years not playing in the Champions League, but you know, you could feel from the beginning of the pre-season a new coach and a new way of seeing things.
Fresh energy.
Yeah, and obviously then we had a difficult start, losing 2 games against 2 opponents. We're gonna fight for the top 4 places, but then we managed to get our head fixed and the motivation up to go again. And since then we didn't lose a game, and that shows that we are a very, very strong team.
And I have to ask, what is this whole second half scenario that seems to have developed in the early part of this season? Crushing it in the last 45.
I wish I could explain you, but it's just, you know, in the end of the day you play in Premier League, and a lot of times in the first half we had a lot of chances. It doesn't matter against who we played, we had a lot of chances. When I think back against Chelsea when we played at Stamford Bridge, again at the weekend against Huddersfield, we had a lot of chances. We didn't take them, but that's something we have been working on. It doesn't matter if we score or if we don't score, it's about creating the chances, and we've done that a lot. And obviously, as much when you create more chances, you have more possibilities to score. And even if you don't score 1, 2, 3, you're going to score the fourth, the fifth one. And yeah, and that shows as well, because I think we are up there with goals scored up to now. So it just shows that we are confident. It doesn't matter if the first half is not going good. We know that we can create chances, and as long as we believe in ourselves, we're gonna win games.
Has part of it also been Emery's in-game substitute? So he seems pretty adept at tinkering with the game after an hour, you know, bringing on players of the calibre of Lacazette, of Aaron Ramsey. I mean, that's surely got to help, right?
Yeah, of course. I think that in this changing room, I trust in each player, because I know every player is someone who can help us, have qualities to help us. But then in the end of the day, it's the manager who makes the decision who to bring on, and I think he's done it really well, because when you look back, a lot of times when he changed the players, he changed the games. So you have to give him credit to that, but as well you have to give credit to the players that come in and straight away they try and give an impact to the game.
Okay, on the subject of Premier League, I think a lot of people are surprised to learn that you did feature for Everton, albeit very briefly, when you were a younger man. For 3 years you were on Merseyside. How did that tough education, let's call it, inform the footballer you are today? So how big a role did they play in creating Shkodran Mustafi?
Everton was the first club that I went to when I left Germany, when I left home, basically. So it was for me a really tough time, because you go there, different language, different culture, different style of playing football. So it was for me, and I was only 17 when I signed for Everton. So it was for me a really tough time, and I have to adapt to the English football. I was keen to learn the language, and
could you understand Moyes with that Scottish accent?
oh mate, it was so difficult, you know. But not only Moyes, you know, the Scouse accent is not easier. So it was really difficult for me. But it was important for me to have good coaches.
Yeah.
I had Alan Stubbs as a coach. I had David Moyes as a coach who tried to help me to adapt to English football. And unfortunately, I didn't make the breakthrough to the first team. I played one game in Europa League. I came in as a substitute, but it was 2.5 years well spent in the point of growing as a person and growing from a boy to a man. And I think that's what I did in the 2.5 years at Everton.
Okay, well, let's see if you can maintain your winning form, Arsenal's winning form, in Personal Mastermind. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go, Adam Templeman. First question, who did you score your first professional goal against?
Atalanta.
Correct. When you made your debut for Everton, which player did you come on for?
Hibbert.
Correct. You won the under-17 Euros with Germany in 2009, but which current Arsenal player was also in that squad?
Jack Wilshere. Oh,
Current Arsenal player was in your Germany squad.
I skip.
Skip, it's Bernd Leno. Who did you make your debut for Valencia against?
Eibar.
Cordoba. Under which manager have you scored the most goals?
Nuno Espirito Santo.
Correct. How many Premier League clean sheets have you been involved in with Arsenal? Leeway of 1.
Skip.
Skip, just guess.
16.
Oh, 19. Arsenal are currently unbeaten in 21 games in all competitions, but how many games have ended in draws?
5.
Correct. How many Premier League own goals have you scored at Arsenal?
1.
Trick question, 0. Fell for it, Musty. Which Premier League club have you beaten the most as a player? And there's 2.
What?
I will accept one of 2 answers here. Which Premier League club have you beaten the most as a player? Have you defeated? Inflicted the most pain on? Brought the noise?
Tottenham.
Unfortunately not. It's West Ham or Southampton, so not too far away. Which country did you make your full international debut against for the German national side?
Portugal.
Poland. How are you forgetting that?
Oh, but that was a
Come
friendly. I played the
It's
first.
still your full international debut. Not competitive. Come on. Which Arsenal player's record of 17 games without a loss did you surpass during your first season with the Gunners? So you had a really long and beaten record. It's now the top 1. Who did you take that off? This is quite hard. It was Sanya. Right, next question. Let's get back on track here. Which teammate have you made the most appearances with? He's Swiss, by the way.
Chaka.
Correct. Who did you score your first international goal against?
Ukraine.
That is also correct. You've only scored 1 goal for Arsenal that wasn't a header, but who was it against?
Crystal Palace.
Correct. What is your biggest win that you've been involved with during your time at Arsenal? It was in the Champions League.
Against Ludogorets.
That is also correct. Finishing strongly here. How many games have you lost where you've scored?
None.
1. And there's a bonus point on offer It was against the Arsenal reserves. Oh, that's cruel. That's a cruel question. Last question. Which footballer have you won the most games against? This is difficult.
I don't know.
Isaac Success, ironically. You know what? We'll give you another
because
one.
you played in Cordoba.
I'm guessing 7 games, 5 victories.
Yeah.
There you go. One last question. You started in the 2017 Confederation Cup final, but who scored the only and winning goal for Germany?
Stindl?
Correct. There we have it. How many is that, Adam Templeman, off camera? 9. You didn't beat
9.
Hector Bellerin, but you did beat Thomas Muller. So you're our most prolific German on Personal
Oh,
Mastermind.
wow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. That is all from us on Personal Mastermind. He's already gone. He's already taking his mic off.
I tried
He's
to be.
sacking us off.
I tried to be fast in one thing.
He's getting grief from Aubameyang behind the camera. He just wants to go home. So let's let the man leave. And guys, if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe. Let us know who else you'd like to see in the comments below. It's cold in there, isn't it? Let's go.
Quick. I lost against Hector. I can't believe.